Hey there, friends. Uh, Me and I got my buddy Clyde with me today. So we're out on a leisurely dog walk, and I was contemplating this for the last few days because I finally officially got my first A1C score back in writing. Um, and it's the first one that I got back without having been on Metformin for the last 2 months, since July 20th. So August 20th, September 20th, yeah, just over 2 months. That's how long Metformin has been out of my system, and the score came back at 5.1, which is absolutely amazing. So that is like officially official non-diabetic. So super stoked about that, and just grateful for all the help that I've received along the way, and all the work and help that I'm going to need going forward. And as I kind of reflected on all of this, I thought about, the beliefs that I had back when this started. I had the belief that I was going to be weak and needed to prepare my house in a way that required very little maintenance. That's where my mindset was at. I was under the belief that I was never going to be gonna get off of these meds, and even though I had always been outspoken about my desire to get off of the meds, I think, unknowingly, just reached out on different occasions to professionals that know more than I do, because those are their areas of expertise, and really left it in their hands to help me. And even though I did advocate for things that I thought that would be helpful, I was basically waiting for their permission, which kind of sounds silly. And as soon as I took 100% responsibility myself to just take action, then that's when things started to change and started to click. But I think the simple lesson here is really that don't let others define what your limitations are or aren't, because I think that we hold ourselves back from what we're really capable of, because maybe we don't, in my case, didn't feel I was worth it or worthy of, just, I don't know, of just taking care of myself before others so that I could be my best self to take care of others. I think I didn't have that connection. So almost maybe behaved like a martyr. I hope that wasn't the case, but there's a possibility. And as I get into the emotional and mental aspect of my health, that might be something that I discover, and I've got to be prepared for that reality, and what that meant, and like where I picked that up from. I know that now. That's not my mentality. I know that if I take care of me first and make sure that each and every day that I am in the best position to perform at a high level, that I am doing everything I can to make sure that I maximize my effectiveness as a teammate, as a coach, as a husband, as a father, and so I think that's really important. So don't let others, it's hard, right? Because these professionals, I'm not trying to bash medical professionals. I think they've got their own set of challenges to navigate and are kind of stuck in a system that has been successful at creating these habits that, that a lot of them, they don't have the capacity or the time to really step back and creatively think about, like, okay, what is really best for this patient? Because otherwise, I mean, I can show, my requests for help for something like a CGM, which was really a game changer for me. I mean, there were, like I said, lots of little details that went into this, but really, until I had that data, that was that was game changer, and it was my data, right? And that's tough for me because access to that is hard, and I don't think it should be, because I think it's extremely helpful for people to realize and face and have the option to at least make decisions for or against whatever behavior it is that is supporting their health. And I know that kind of came out a little bit awkward, but I guess, I'm thinking of it in terms of like atomic habits, where, at least I want the ability to at least make the option. If I'm going to make a bad decision, I think I at least deserve to kind of face that bad decision and see the data and see the effect that it has on my body, and then be able to correct that behavior based on, having that data. So anyways, I don't know, just kind of my thoughts. So super excited that it's official, no diabetes, completely under control, and don't let others put beliefs on you. Anything is possible. I wouldn't have